Okay, after this kill, we should have it completed. My goal to start this video, 99 ranged, we did it! So this is where, if you didn't get it, my hint for the last video, this is where I'm going to be AFKing for a while. I've been AFKing here for a little bit, obviously, because I have 99 ranged, but I'm going to keep going for a while because it's AFK. I need some big money gains. I want to build up a loot tab of some keystones, and I want to get some invention XP. But I figured I would show you guys me getting 99 range to start off this video, episode 4 of Road to Elder Godwars. Oh, and you know what? Actually, we need to go grab our ranged cape, so let's go do that really quick. Alright, I'm here at the Ranging Guild. I believe this is where you get the skill cape. Yep, here he is, right here. This will be skill cape number 7. And final, I'm just glad that we got ranged, because ranged historically has actually been my least favorite skill, and I've grown to like ranged a lot. Hooded range cape, boom. You can't see it because I have a cosmetic override, but I did equip it. Okay, I'm still AFKing at my player-owned Slayer dungeon, but I need to siphon my equipment, and I figured I would show myself getting probably a couple invention levels here. And we just got 74, which is actually pretty good because it means we can get Godwars Dungeon 1 components. And we got 76 invention. Only like 1,000 billion trillion more XP to go until we get ancient invention. Okay, that concludes our AFKing here in my player-owned Slayer dungeon. So let's go ahead and go to War's Retreat, or just any bank would do, and see what we got. And you might be wondering, why did I AFK so much in the first place? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, I really wanted to get 99 ranged, and so I wanted an AFK way to do that. One, I wanted to get invention XP, which I did. I'm actually almost ready to siphon again. I'm at like level 14. And then I wanted to make some money. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the like bond cycle, it always lines up with, I basically every 2 weeks have to pay a ton of money. So like not just a bond, but also like my divine charges run out. I have to repair my gear, etc. So I was like, let's make some money. So without further ado, oh wait, I promised that I would show this first. I was AFKing, what are they called? Like Capsarius or something? But Ascension creatures, basically. And I ended up killing over 11,000 of them. So basically consider this loot from 11,000 of these. And here it is. So it's pretty deep. I mean, there's quite a few of them. We got over 20 at least of each kind. The thing that sucks is, so also the reason I started doing this was because recently, to get 99 Slayer, I did a super hard Slayer grind for like a full week, and I ended up having quite a few aggression potions left over. And I said in the last video, I'm still pretty burnt out on Slayer, so I really wasn't using them at all. So I decided to use up every aggression potion in my bank. And in fact, did I do it successfully? I did. And so I was hoping I could get like a full drop rate set, but as you can see, I didn't even really get halfway. So that being said, let's price check this. Hopefully it's a decent amount. I'm hoping for at least 70 mil, but I honestly don't know. Yeah, so just under 90 mil was the loot that we got from 11,000 kills in my player-owned Slayer dungeon, which is nice. It's definitely going to help because, like as you can see during this grind, my Ascension grips are basically dying. They're like almost gone. My Amulet of Souls is going to need a repair, and also I'm going to need to get new Serenic armor. So that money will definitely be helpful. But for the time being, I'm actually not going to go and sell this. It's mini game week right now, and there is a specific mini game that I really, really want to do. And that mini game is Shattered Worlds. This is a mini game I actually like quite a bit, but I'm not super good. Like, I don't really know any good strategies for doing it, but it's mini game week right now, which means double anima, which means earning things twice as fast. So we're going to try and get these abilities, Bladed Dive and Salt the Wound. So I will see you back in probably not very long for you, but very, very long for me. So it has been quite a while since the last clip, and a lot has happened. I've wanted to show it to you, however, I did a fresh install of OBS recently, and because as you can see, my cursor is finally not fucked up anymore, and Well, the default video encoding was not correct. Everything was formatted wrong and is essentially unusable. So I'm going to give you a quick recap. One is, you can see we're still at Shattered Worlds, but you can see down here that I have Greater Dazing Shot, and that is because I already bought myself the first of the 2 abilities that I need, and I'm 30 million anima towards the next one, so I've done a lot of Shattered Worlds. On top of that, all of my gear is ready to siphon again, so I figured I'd show you this because invention was one of my goals, and I can't click this because that's in the way. What? Whoa! I just got the Malcolm pet. I just got the invention pet. No way. Wait, okay. So here's the other thing that happened. And I will put up a screenshot because I didn't have recording software set up, but I also got this little guy. Where is he? The Sparky pet. I also got him, the ranged pet, because, man, this is a scuffed clip. Holy shit, I just got the invention pet. Anyways, what I've been doing is more AFKing in my player-owned Slayer dungeon. So you can see the loot from 10,000 has become the loot from 5,000. We've added quite a few more to our collection that we need to sell, and unfortunately, I don't think really much is going to come out of these. Oh, I forgot to do noted. I don't think much is going to come out of these in terms of upgrades because if I check my divine charges right now, I have 390. So I'm going to need to spend a lot of money on charges, which is sad, but anyways, we'll price check what this is up to. It's over 100 mil, so I'm going to sell this. I'm going to buy I'm going to buy an Onyx and a ton of divine charges, and we'll see how much I'm left with. Okay, I just sold everything. I'm full on divine charges. I have, as you can see, 350,000 charges, and I still have some in the bank. I have 84, so I'm good for now on divine charges. But here's the thing, and this segues into something I want to talk about, and this is kind of an awkward amount of money, right? Because it's 91 mil, which means that I can basically barely afford one of 2 upgrades that I want. One upgrade is a Ring of Death. Now, Ring of Death would be nice because I believe it would just be my new best in slot ring across all styles. That'd be great. Or ranged has very quickly become my favorite style, and this is enough money if I remove the augmentation from my decimation and repair it and sell it, that I could get a Noxious longbow and like 1,000,000 arrows for it. So I've come to the corner of reflection in War's Retreat to basically think about what I should do, which upgrade I should get, and more importantly, this has really made me realize that something I need to focus on is finding a good, consistent money-making method. I'm going to put up a little low-tier graphic of all the money-making methods that I typically go to right now. And I've ordered them from least money to most money in my personal testing. I know things like blood rune crafting or just rune crafting in general can be a lot more money at higher levels, but I'm not that level yet. So right now I have stuff like Godwars Dungeon 1 for like 2 mil an hour, and then QBD is a step up from that at like 4 mil hour, and then Barrows is a step up from that at like 9 mil per hour for me, and then AFKing my player-owned Slayer dungeon is like around usually 10 mil an hour. And then something I wanted to try is actually Revenants, so I put Revenants question per hour on there to remind myself, hey, do some Revenants, because that sounds kind of fun. Now, these are a lot of what I've utilized in the past to make money. However, there's a couple of these that, like, AFKing in the player-owned Slayer dungeon is fine if I need to AFK, but I don't want to be primarily AFKing to make money, man. I want to actively play. I like actually playing. If I wanted to just AFK, I would go play old school RuneScape. Barrows, after doing like I'm just so burnt out on Barrows. After doing like 1,000 in the short time that I did, I really am not a fan anymore. Corp is pretty fun. QBD is definitely my favorite thing on this list, but it just sucks that it's so low tier money. So I think what I might do next, I might leave this 90 mil for now, just sort of sitting there, and I think I'm going to go try Revenants for a little bit, just for fun. And I'll show you in a second what my Revenant setup is going to be. So I know I said I was going to go do Revenants, and I did do them for a little bit. If we look, Slayer kills, Slayer creature kills, Revenants, 851. The only problem was people kept trying to PK me. I never actually got PK'd, but I just couldn't stay there for very long, and it was really annoying. So I decided to come back to Shattered Worlds and farm up some anima, and we have enough for Bladed Dive, which is sick, and we even have enough for 2 huge Slayer lamps, which I'm going to get because fuck Slayer, bro. Now though, now that we've done that, we have Bladed Dive. Something I haven't done in a long time is go for an hour at Krill. I stopped going to Krill because I just started doing other stuff, but I really do want that Krill pet one day, so I'm going to go do an hour at Krill, and I'll see you back with all the drops. I realized that I said we were going to do an hour at Krill, but I did like 20 minutes at Krill, and I realized, it's time for me to stop being a little bitch and go to Godwars Dungeon 2 and learn it. I've been avoiding it for a really long time because, honestly, I just don't like getting kill count because I'm lazy, but it's time. We're going to do it. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I have 78 mil. I've spent what is that, 12 mil on just like random supplies that I had to get. Like I made a bunch more overloads and stuff. But I'm going to sell this loot tab. Not that it's worth much. This is probably 15 mil, but I'm going to sell this. We're going to grab ourselves an upgrade. And then we're going to jump into learning Godwars Dungeon 2, and we're going to start with Vindicta. Alright, it's an absurdly expensive purchase for a ring, but we're going to go ahead and put in a ring. I'm going to put in an offer for 83 mil. Hopefully it insta-buys. I'm assuming it will. Okay, perfect. How much did we just buy that for? Basically 82 mil for a ring, but it'll be a huge upgrade over the Ring of Vigor, and specifically, it's my new best in slot ring for every single combat style, so it's definitely worth it. But let's go ahead and equip it. It's no longer tradable. Boom. Okay, so now we're pretty much ready to go kill Vindicta, I think. I'm sorry that this last clip has to be voiceover after the fact, but I couldn't record audio when this happened, and I knew I wanted to end the episode on another big gear upgrade, so that's just how it turned out. But as you can see, I was able to acquire myself a Noxious Longbow, which is actually the first tier 90 weapon I have ever had, so that's pretty cool. And you might be wondering, what the heck, how did you get yourself a longbow? How'd you get the money? Well, here's the thing. I bought the Decimation about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit less. And when I bought it, it was 86 mil. That's how much I paid for the Decimation. Now, as you can see in my Grand Exchange history, I sold the Decimation for 115 mil. So that means I made a hefty 25 mil profit on the Decimation. So that's how I got the difference to make up for and get the Noxious Longbow. It's basically the Decimation has gone up by over 1 mil per day, which is fucking crazy. I could sit here and rant for a long time about the economy and how I'm scared that this shit is just never going to end and blah blah blah, but whatever, we got ourselves the Noxious Longbow. We've upgraded our range setup yet again, so that's where I'm going to end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to begin the next episode with my God Wars Dungeon 2 progress.